You must be my soul sister. Hey y'all. Welcome to Just Forget About It. This is episode 15 on April 15th. Talk about divine timing. I'm just so grateful to be on this journey. Shout out to everybody that has been checking out my clips, checking out the channel, subscribing. Much love, y'all. This episode is very near and dear to me. I wanted to dress up a little bit just to show the essence of paying homage to my beautiful black and brown women of the world, our queens, our warriors, our nurturers, keepers of the spirit. Episode 15. This episode is going to be titled, You Must Be My Soul Sister. Now, let's get into this. This episode, let me be clear, is about paying homage, but also I want us as black and brown women to take what I have compiled as my observation and also being a brown woman and keeper of the spirit, of things that I have observed within our culture because, truth be told, we are the mood boards for everything vibrant, vivacious, great, and just lively. We motivate and produce so much inspiration in the world. Yet I feel we are still a bit segregated when it comes to black and brown culture. So I'm asking that we take this episode and information with grace. Okay? All right. Now, as black and brown women, I feel like we share and struggle and share a lot of the same struggles and pain. I'm not going to say all of us struggle. I'm not writing that stipulation or stigma. Everyone has different phases in their lives, but I digress. I just feel, yet, with all of the things that we share, we still seem so many worlds apart sometime. And as a keeper of the spirit, I'm going to say that within the duration of this episode, so hear me out. I would like to explore a little more about things that we can do to become more unified as true tribe members and soul sisters in the culture of being black and brown women. Because we truly are beautiful. We truly are the keepers of everything great. This is not going to be a bashing session. I come in peace, love, and light. I am you, you are me. And there are pieces of each other in every one of us. And I just want us to recognize that in a different way. I feel like so many of us as black and brown women have been betrayed or backstabbed by women, unfortunately, that look like us. Sometimes they're our family, a friend you cried to, and in the heat of an argument, she exposed all of your deepest and darkest secrets out of spite, that she was secretly holding that you didn't know, or a family member that uses your vulnerability to fuel family gossip sessions. We all have that. Or even more common and less talked about would be the work nemesis. We've all had that woman of color that may have a particular role that has, more leverage or superiority to your specific position, and it's been problematic. Let's be real. So, how are we moving through all of this? How are we dealing with this? Are we just packing it away only to find that it's coming out in the culture of us being inherently unable to pay homage to each other more routinely? Now, I'm not saying we don't acknowledge each other. What I mean is the pain has got us gridlocked, sisters, that all we can do is be hyperfixated on something else. That's usually a career or family dynamics, immediate family, your husband, your children. And I get that. I get that. Trust me, my kids are my priority as well. It's a combination of our core and persona that is at play when it comes to the dynamics of how we regard each other as black and brown women. Now, our core is the softest and the most gentle side of who we are. Our 9-year-old selves, our innocent selves, cutting out flowers in school, all of that, whatever your niche was. And our persona is we want the world to be, what we want the world to respect us as. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But as soul sisters, I believe our core and persona get stuck in that duality of just being in the persona, that we are unable to receive, process, or even welcome another black or beautiful brown woman doing the same. It appears to me that if there's no immediate connection to our personas when it comes to meeting, new black and brown women, especially as adults over 30, boom, our shadow aspects are ignited. And our shadow aspects can be anything: jealousy, envy, spite, negligence is a big one. And negligence could be anything, like our disregard for one another. You see another beautiful black woman walking down the street, y'all on the same adventure but just in different friend groups, and it's not even a friendly like, okay sis. And if it is that, honestly speaking, it's normally because there are spirits or other things involved. Like our natural reaction, I feel, and I have observed, is to just keep it moving and just kind of ignore each other. Denial, our friend Danini, act like these things don't exist. What do you mean? I have friends. I mean, women that you see in passing as black and brown women, is it part of our culture to just say, hey girl, hey sis? I wish it was. I don't know that it is. But if it is in your city, let me know where you live at, because I want to come to your city. I just came from New Orleans, and New Orleans is great. But I did observe this within New Orleans as well. But to bring it back to You Must Be My Soul Sister, episode 15, Just Forget About It. Those shadow aspects come out when we are, feeling like we're in unknown territory. Denial, our friend Danini. And I know my personal favorites are bitterness and resentment. It's not even funny, but I just laugh when I'm uncomfortable. So y'all feel me. I know it's a lot of people that do that. And I feel our psyche unconsciously stays in this mode until someone extends themselves or to us, or an opportunity to us, to prove that they're not a threat. In this aspect, we become complacent in this cycle of shadow aspects coming out at any given moment, and just us not receiving each other as beautiful black and brown women. And that's, I don't know if it is for y'all, but it's a little hurtful for me. I feel like we could and we should be observing this from a different perspective. At the core, I do feel it is a defense mechanism fueled by fear. And how can we take steps to think about this differently? That's what I want to do. And that's what we do on Just Forget About It. We're provoking thought for actionable change. Now, don't get me wrong. It would be foolish to think all black and brown women could bond off the aspect of color alone. No, I'm not saying that. Commonalities must be met for that type of closeness. And I get that. And I want you guys to understand that I understand that. But that doesn't mean we can't be kind to each other, even when there is difference. You know what I mean? It simply can be, sis, your flow ain't my preference, but I wish you well. We can disagree without quarrel or covert hatred. We really can. we can just move away from each other without diminishing or inflicting pain on one another. And I think as women in general, besides being black and brown women, can learn a lesson in that. I feel like as women, we're so catty and just competitive when it's so much more powerful to be in uniform because we are beautiful and strong. I would like to challenge every black or brown woman or soul sister watching this clip to compliment a seemingly unapproachable woman of color. And I mean, give her a true compliment. It could be something simple, you know? And if you don't have a compliment to pay, find someone that you would like to pay a compliment to. I'm not saying be fake, but once you pay that soul sister a compliment, watch her face light up with glee if it's genuine. We need to empower each other more, even if it's only in passing. So I know you guys are seeing what I'm bringing, and I'm hoping that you guys will come for the next episode. Until next time, J Fat